canals date back thousands of years. Europe has used canals since the Romans, but it was in Britain where a nationwide system of man-made canals were implemented to efficiently transport goods, materials and people during an explosion of economic growth and ideas that would eventually change the whole world. Canals were instrumental in kickstarting the Industrial Revolution. They provided a cost-effective means to transport raw materials like coal, iron and textiles from production centres to urban markets. Prior to the canal network, transportation in Britain was slow and expensive, relying primarily on rough roads and rivers. Canals provided a reliable, all-weather and interconnected system that linked major industrial centres and ports. This meant there was a drastic reduction in transportation costs. They could carry large quantities of cargo in flat-bottom boats, which were cheaper to operate than traditional horse-drawn carts on the roads. So this is the Bridgewater Canal. Although not actually the first canal to open, it was opened in 1761, but the Sankey Canal was opened in 1757, I believe. This was a major engineering feat. It connected Runcorn, Manchester and Leigh. It was around 41 miles, and it really caused a little bit of a mania for canals in Britain. It really helped push canals over the edge as being the major means by which goods would be transported around the country. From coalfields, we have the colliery, Astley Colliery, very close by here. Astley Colliery occupies 15 acres and began operation in 1908. In 1700, under 3 million tons of coal was mined. But by 1900, that had gone up to 224 million tons of coal. Canals also aided agriculture by providing farmers with access to better markets for their produce. Agricultural regions could transport their goods to urban areas, resulting in increased income for farmers. Navvies and miners were the backbone of the Industrial Revolution. Navvies working on the railways and on the canals would move huge amounts of soil each day. If they were using just pick and shovels, it was estimated they could move up to 3.8 cubic meters of soil a day. With a wheelbarrow, that would go up to 11.5 meters cubed per day. Of course, this depended on the type of soil, what they had to go through, and if there was difficult material to move, dynamite, explosives were often used. The working conditions for navvies were harsh, with long hours, difficult physical labour and limited safety measures. The construction of canals required advancements in engineering and technology. This spurred innovation in areas like lock systems, aqueducts and tunnel construction, which had a lasting impact on civil engineering and infrastructure development. So I'm now heading up the Regent's Canal, built as a little bit of an afterthought. Once they saw the success of the Grand Union Canal coming down this way, all the way up to Birmingham, they thought, we'll have a bit of that. And it goes into some of the more exclusive parts of London. overseen by John Nash, famous architect. In 1802, a gentleman called Thomas Homer proposes the idea of connecting the Grand Union Canal all the way down to the Thames through some areas that were going to be renovated and established. Regent's Park is along the way here. So you've got it coming from Paddington. This is from the Paddington arm of the Grand Union Canal all the way through past Camden, Islington to Limehouse and the Thames. And it really does come towards the end of the great canal age, where canals were being built, but at a time when canals were going to be taken over by railways. So work started in 1812, were completed, well, as far as Paddington to Camden branch is concerned, in 1816. And fully completed in 1820. All the way from the Thames, and actually to Birmingham, if you went onto the Grand Union Canal. These guys are going down to Little Venice. He's got some work to do. I wonder if they come as a pair, guitarist and punter. As we try and find things to do with our industrial buildings of the past, this is quite a nice example of housing, utilising former industrial structures. So this is the Islington Tunnel that the boat's going to, and we're having to go up. There is no towpath next to it. So going back onto the road. Just thought I'd stop my walk and have a pint. Thought it'd be quite nice to sit next to the canal. But after buying it, I realised why there's no one else here. £7 plus. £7. I figure that was a £2 gulp right there. I am a Yorkshireman. Perhaps that's the problem. Savour my last £2.50 of beer. £1.25 left. Maybe £1.30. I won't sleep tonight. The palm tree. They will be holidaying in the Caribbean with these prices. Plenty of palm trees there. 70p. 70p left. It's going to be 10p that evaporates.
I've been contemplating all my time. My thoughts make me tired, just running through my mind. Wonder if there's peace that I could find, instead of always being on the grind. I need a new purpose, I'm looking for so much more. Don't leave me here searching, you're just what I'm longing for. When times are getting crazy and everything seems hazy, is there some place for safety I could go? Run away, run away, run away into your escape. Run away, run away, run away, you're never too far to run. Run away, run away, run away into your escape. Run away, run away, run away, run away, run away, run away.
So of course when these were working boats, they used to carry all the produce, all the items needed for the Industrial Revolution, building materials, coal, as well as perishable goods. And they used to get paid for the amount that they carried. But how did they work that out? Well, each boat had a certain weight. It was known, it had a name, and it had a certain amount of weight. So they knew exactly how low it would be in the water. When it was made, it would be measured. They would measure how far it is above the waterline. And according to the item that was being carried, they would know how much tonnage that was, and they'd get paid accordingly. Now, of course, if you put sand in there and then you get loads of buckets of water and you make it wet, that's obviously going to increase the weight. I'm sure that went on, and depending on what they were carrying, they'd know exactly how much to pay them. Canals facilitated the growth of cities by allowing for easier access to resources and markets. They played a pivotal role in the development of cities like Manchester, Birmingham and Liverpool, which became industrial powerhouses. Canals had a social impact as well. They facilitated the movement of people, creating opportunities for migration and the exchange of ideas. They also had a cultural significance as canal communities developed their own unique way of life. Canals were transformative infrastructure developments that revolutionized transportation and trade in Britain. So, we're back on the canal, but we're soon turning into something a little bit more than a canal. So this is Limehouse, docking area for the Thames, a very expensive one. I looked into it once. This is the Limehouse Cut. It goes back north if you go this way and over the bridge. We're heading toward the Thames. Oh. Heading towards the Thames, going backwards and at quite a rate. She's done that before. Right. And out it goes to the Thames. To the Thames and to the world. Out to one of the great city rivers of the world. 2,000 years of major habitation. And so London, a centre of the Industrial Revolution, a new kind of industry that developed all of the world when people took advantage of industrialization.
Canals underpinned the economic and industrial progress of the nation, played a pivotal role in the growth of urban centres, and left a lasting legacy in terms of technology, innovation, and the cultural impact.